What's going on, guys? Black Scout Survival, and today I'm doing a video for you, and this is basically a tutorial, kind of gear review slash both, and just talking about what is the best Firesteel in my opinion. A lot of people ask, that question, ask what kind of Firesteels I use, what I recommend, and there's a lot of good ones on the market. My opinion isn't only the best opinion. It's just I'm going to tell you what I like. Your environment, your skill level, what you like to do may be different than mine. So this is just my opinion, and if it helps, it helps. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But anyhow, what I have here is a few different ones, and by no means is this all my Firesteels. I have many more than this, but I wanted to do a different collection of different types and kinds to kind of give a example of different ones and what's good and what's bad. But basically, what I got here is I got some Light My Fires. These are older styles. They got new different handles now, but same rod. I got a Aurora Firestarter. I got the ESEE. I got my old Marine Corps magnesium block mag striker. This is a I can't remember the name of this. It is a Blast Match from Ultimate Survival Technologies, and this is just some standard Firesteels, and I'll go over this from firesteels.com in a second. Now, what I don't like to begin with is I'm going to start off with this Blast Match. Okay, this is not my only Blast Match. I've gotten a few of them because I've broken a few. This is actually a replacement that the company sent me from my other one breaking. The problem with this is it has a spring in there, and the spring really isn't even that good. It feels like very easy, but the problem is that you have to put a lot of pressure down onto your target, what you're striking. And it would be okay if it was just pressure here, but you're having to actually push down onto a hard surface. You can also hold it and kind of do one of these numbers, but then I've seen people burn their fingers like that, so I don't want to do that. But the other thing is, if it does break, you can still use the rod, so yeah, okay, it could work. The benefit is this: I do keep one of these in my vehicle, but I keep a few different ferro rods in there. But this one is good because in case you do become injured, you can still use it one-handed. So in case I smash my hand doing something. But anyhow, not my preferred one. Okay. The next one I'm going to talk about is the Marine Corps one, or military issue one, Doan Magnesium Firestarter. This thing is great, works great. And it has your tinder source here. You just, and this is a whole nother video, but you'll just scrape off your magnesium and then light it up. Obviously you need a lot more than that. But the problem is it's a very small rod, okay? So I'm not a huge fan of that. The Aurora, it's a kind of smaller rod, and it is, let me back up just for a minute. Now, this one is a small rod too, and for a short-term scenario, nothing's wrong with it. You can get a Firestarter. Long-term survival, you may run out of it. So there's nothing really wrong with it, but there is better options out there. People say that they wouldn't use this. That's stupid. These things work. They saved a lot of lives before. It's proven piece of gear. Let me not make it seem like I'm bad-mouthing it. But there's just better gear out there, and I'm going to go to it in a second. But the bad thing about the Aurora is that you have to have fine motor skills, okay, because you've got to use a small striking surface here, which is problematic if you're cold and you're shaking hands and can't get it done. The good thing about it, though, is that it's fully encased with an O-ring, so salt water won't damage it, because salt water will corrode a ferro rod very quick. It'll break it down. So that is one good thing. I just would carry another striker. The ESEE has a very good steel on it, has survival instructions, has a compass built inside, as well as a tube to hold survival gear. I just got tinder in there, so I always got tinder with your ferro rod. But you can get survival gear in there as well. But compass, so this is a good piece of gear. I like it. Big fat ferro rod. Nice size handle to grip onto. You're cold, try to start that fire. Very good piece of gear. I like that. These Firesteels are great. Like my fire, they throw a kind of different spark, a very hot spark. Now the sparks don't fly like the Light My Fire. Like the Firesteel.coms. But for a technique like this, you'll definitely get something lit up. So very good. This is a small one, good for smaller kits, Then you have a bigger model here, and I have it just so I can rig it onto my belt loop, keep it in my pocket, and that way I can unclip it and use it whenever I need it and put it back on. That way it's secured to my body. I do use it every now and again, but moving on to my more favorite steels. This is Firesteel.com, Firesteels. This is, I think, the maybe the Armageddon, 5, 6 inch, something like that, 1/2 inch thick, huge, but really kind of overkill for most days and for most people. I mean, I have it, I do use it a good bit, but mostly because I'm testing and using gear and teaching people, so I need a big ferro rod because I'll run through a small one in no time. This is another Firesteel.com, and basically it's a smaller version. This is the ESEE model, and I think this is what is issued to ESEE Air Force instructors or something like that. I think that's what I read. But it has a magnesium bar on there, a big one. That's like a ferro rod, and it's a little bit softer than the Doan. And I mean, I'm a huge believer in magnesium. People they drank some Kool-Aid from somebody saying that the Doan wasn't good at one point in time, and they don't think magnesium is good, but it's very good. The other thing is I see people talking about doing this right here, but you want to direct those sparks just like that right there. You see how that lit up? You want to direct those sparks. There's also some more Kool-Aid about talking about doing a ferro rod like this. Now that does work, and if you don't want to knock over your big teepee fire you got built up, then yeah, obviously do that. But for most things, you're going to do this right here, because you're not going to light this up by pulling back on the ferro rod. You're going to need to get in there and get a bunch of hot sparks flowing like that right there. So like I said, there is some Kool-Aid out there people are drinking about, this is the only way to strike a ferro rod. It's not. This is actually a better way. And if you strike a ferro rod and use it enough, and not only use it on PJ cotton balls or whatever else out there, you'll know that. Now this is my preferred system here. This is what I carry most all days. It's from Firesteel.com. It's called Gobspark Armageddon. And on all my Firesteels, I put 550 fire cord lanyards. So I always got tinder on my Firesteels. And that's what I have on here as well. That's what this orange cord is also. So basically, it's a big Firesteel, same size as this one. But it has a handle in case I'm cold, because that's normally when I'm really gonna need a fire. I'm freezing, and I've got a striker, a huge pommel striker. Now, if you don't have this, you can get one of these Speedy Sharps, and it'll work the same way. I did a video about that a long time ago, but I'm cold, and I got, my gross motor skills. I can barely do this. I can get it, going on just like that right there. So, and you can pull back if you want, whatever. So anyhow, it's encased, keeps it protected. It's bright orange. If I drop it, I'm going to find these. I may not find. Really a brighter lanyard would be better on there, but you got your enclosed striker. So I really do like this system. This is what I carry. Now the other thing I do is they sell this little light here, and basically I just keep my system all tied up like that with it. But this is a cord lock light, so you can turn the light on. And so what I do is that now, see how the light's facing? So when I'm trying to start a fire, I got a light to see and illuminate my tinder bundle there, so I can run it at night. It also has a signaling function like that right there. So anyhow, that's my preferred one. Like I said, I use these two. These are my most main used three. They're all from Firesteel.com. That's what I really do like. Not saying none of the other ones are bad, but this is what I prefer. Is it the best Firesteel? In my opinion, it is, but like I said, it's my opinion. So anyhow, guys, hope this helps you. I'll put links to all these below, so if you're interested in any of them. And as always, thanks for watching. Make sure you share and like this video. Take care.